Mr. Speaker, we are 8 months into the passage of more than a 2,000-page health care bill, and already we are beginning to see some of the problems that the new health care law brings with it. When Congress passed the massive health care bill, I said that it would lead to millions of Americans losing their current health care plan. I was so concerned about this happening that I offered an amendment to the bill in the Energy and Commerce Committee markup and at the Rules Committee to protect people's health care bill and plans. It was a very simple amendment. It stated, quote, "Nothing in this act shall be construed to prevent or limit individuals from keeping their current health coverage," end quote. This amendment was voted down in the committee, and the Rules Committee prevented it from being offered on the House floor during debate on the health care bill. Fast forward now 6 months, and the Department of Health and Human Services has just issued the rules that govern grandfathered health care plans. These are health plans that existed before the passage of the Obamacare and can continue to operate as they have without all the new costly mandates and regulation that the health czar will impose. Unfortunately, the rule governing grandfathered health plans is so restrictive that most of the current health plans will not qualify. Businesses will be forced to buy new health plans under the control of the federal health czar. How many will lose their current health plans? Up to 80% of small businesses will be forced to buy new Obamacare-approved health care plans. Up to 64% of large businesses' health plans will be forced to buy the new Obamacare-approved health plans. Now, you may wonder, where do I get these numbers? It's in the regulations. HHS regulation on grandfathered health plans clearly states that up to 80% of small businesses and up to 64% of large businesses will simply lose their current plans. They admit that it will force people out of their current health care plans. Health care reform should be about giving consumers more options, more choices, not forcing them out of the plans they currently enjoy. Yet, despite hurting small businesses for having health plans that do meet the high standards set by HHS, just this month, the Obama administration recently gave waivers to organization health plans that do not meet the requirements of the health care plan law. These plans fail to meet the law's definition of minimal coverage. However, the Obama administration provided waivers to up to over 100 organizations, many of them unions, who offered limited benefits health care plans that do not comply with the law. If the law is good, why do you need to provide exemptions from it? Another problem with Obamacare is it will require all business-to-business transactions over $600 annually to file a 1099 IRS form. This is a massive burden on small businesses. This will force millions of small businesses to track all their expenditures by vendors and require small businesses to obtain taxpayers' information numbers from everyone they do business with. So has Congress tried to fix this problem? No. In fact, Democrats have taken it a step further. The recently passed Small Business Act included a provision that would expand the 1099 reporting requirements even further to include expenditures on your rental property. This means that if you spend more than $600 over the course of a year with a handyman for repairs or improvement, you'll need to file a 1099 form. Imagine if you work as a general contractor and regularly buy building materials from a hardware store, you'll need to issue the store a 1099 form. If you're a trucker and regularly buy gasoline from the same gas station, you'll need to issue that gas station a 1099 form. It is simply wrong to require additional burdens on small businesses. Small businesses represent 99% of all employment firms. Small businesses employ just over half of all private sector employees and 44% of total U.S. private sector payroll. Small businesses have generated 64% of the new net jobs over the past 15 years. Yet, despite a massive recession and double-digit unemployment, the administration is finding new ways to hurt small businesses and prevent job growth. Mr. Speaker, the new Republican majority will work to create jobs and not add more regulations and burdensome paperwork, and in fact, rescind these mandates.